Hi everybody, welcome back to Fossil Fridays. My name's Jake, and today we're going to be looking at some dinosaur teeth. So one of the most common types of fossils you'll find from certain types of vertebrates are teeth, like these here. There are a few reasons for this. One of them is that teeth are originally composed of very hard, strong minerals, so they hold up well prior to and during the process of fossilization. Especially if we're looking at animals like sharks and dinosaurs, who are continuously losing and regrowing new teeth. Here we have a handful of different theropod or meat-eating dinosaur teeth. And my favorite part of studying these kind of teeth is to look at the various types of wear each tooth has gone through. So for this tooth on the end here, it's mostly whole. There aren't any wear areas that we really see, except maybe a little rounding on the tip. Otherwise, it's a pretty pristine tooth. Now if we come over here to this one, it's basically whole as well, except when you flip it over, you see this interesting flat spot right here. And that's what we call a wear facet. And if we look closely, we'll use our hand lens here. If we look closely, you can see there's some parallel striations on that flat wear facet. They sort of run 45 degrees to the length of the tooth. That wear facet and those striations indicate that there was another tooth. When the animal's jaws closed, it rubbed against that continually, creating those striations in parallel. And if we move on down the line, the next tooth, this one, as you can tell, has been broken. We can tell that it was actually broken up here in this area on the top while it was still in the animal's mouth, while the animal was still living. And the way we can tell that is because if we look closely, this has been smoothed over and it actually looks like it's been broken multiple times. Or maybe it was one event that caused multiple breaks. But it's been smoothed over, which means it stayed in the animal's mouth. And it's not a flat surface like the wear facet, so that's what we call spalling. And the next tooth in line is this one. This was actually quite a large tooth when it was whole. This top has been broken off at some point, but as you can tell, this tooth looks pretty beat up, although it's not falling apart. A lot of times when you find theropod teeth out in the wild, they have been splintered and look like this in many pieces. This one, however, is still very strong, and it's mostly whole, but it's been very degraded, and that to me implies that it was actually ingested and went through the animal's digestive system, where acidic stomach juices sort of ate away at the enamel on the outside, which is really cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us on another Fossil Friday, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.